Okay, I think I am done with all the little setup stuff. We can move over to here. How's it going, everybody? I hope you're all doing well and that you've had a good weekend and that your week is going well so far. Mine has been busy. Living up in the Northeast, you get hit with big snowstorms this time of year. Oh, it is just not a fun one. And we just finished dealing with one this past Monday. Hey, Dad, how's it going? So, as the title says, and I talked about, I think the last time I streamed, I'm going to try fully completing 1,000-point Space Marine list within 1 week. I've already technically started it last stream. I decided, and I worked on it a little bit over the weekend. But I figured I'd go over the list for myself when I ever get around to making this video, and just so that everyone here, just so that everyone else knows kind of what I'm working on. I am going to want to hear what you got planned on painting after just a sec they're dead. So, I guess I'll start with the characters. The characters, or I guess the premise of this list is I am planning on doing this for a crusade, and I want to build a beginning crusade list that is all just the beginning scout squad stuff of the Space Marines. So like in the book, or at least in the crusade section of the Space Marine Codex, Reavers, Infiltrators, they're snipers, I think, which are eliminators, and obviously the scouts all have the ability through honor points that you can get in Crusade as playing as Space Marines, that you can upgrade them to be other units. And I thought it'd be really cool. You can also do that with lieutenants. Lieutenants, you can, after a certain point, upgrade them into becoming a captain. So I thought it'd be kind of cool to go from like this group of scouts going, infiltrating, seeing what's going on, to becoming these battle-hardened veterans for my chapter. So, like I said, starting with the characters. My warlord for it is going to be a lieutenant in Reaver armor. I have here. I've had him built for a little bit. So we got that guy. I am debating between one of these two, but I got two librarians in Phobos armor. I like running librarians when I get a chance to. I don't always get a chance to. So this was my very first one. I'm thinking about using him just because he's the basic librarian. But I'm also tempted on this guy because I wanted to eventually turn this guy into my own little Cypher model. Because I didn't want to go and buy the Chaos model for Cypher. So I figured I'd just make my own. Which, using the Primaris Librarian, you can get pretty close. If you don't mind stealing a sword from the Dark Angels Inner Circle box. And then I'm pretty sure we all have secondary pistols here and there. So that's just where I got all this. So I might run this guy just because cool factor. I think he's a little bit like a Wild West guy running with the two pistols. But could also go with the classic. So we'll see which one I decide and go from there. The other character, who will be the main guy to get me these points, because I'm not expecting any of these models to really survive a lot, is an Apothecary. I don't have a unit the Apothecary can lead. At least I don't believe I do. So he might just be sitting in my list until I get one of these guys to level up. But once one of these guys gets a battle scar, they're going away. Well, I'm going to spend a requisition point, use this guy's ability in the book to get rid of the unit, and just get 500 points and then upgrade it to a brand new one. So then he'll have something to use and run, and that will be fun. So that is for characters. Now for actual units, I'm going to go with a 10-man squad of Reavers. Never used them before, thought it'd be kind of fun. I really like the look of Reavers and all that. Obviously, you guys see me build these 5. I looked at the box. Initially, they're like a 10-man box, but I got lucky, and somehow my game store was selling these Hounds of Mordecai. So, and there's exactly 5 models in this box. So, I'm going to be building up those 5 and have my full 10. And then I got a 5-man squad of Infiltrators. I got a 5-man squad of Scouts. Technically, I stole all these Scouts from the Black Templar Crusaders? Yeah. I pulled it from this box. Which, this, I feel like, is a really good one to get you... Honestly, if you're okay with running a couple models short, you can get yourself 4 Scout models pretty well with this. And then you get yourself like a 5-man squad of... You can run them as Assault or regular Intercessors, something like that. I think 2 of them you could run as like Assault Intercessors. And then 2 as regular Intercessors. And then you got an Infernus guy. And then someone you can just run as like a Lieutenant or a Captain model. Or if you get a few of these, then you can run it as some Blade Guard vets. How's it going, Average? I hope you're doing well. I am just going over the list that I plan on building for this competition. Or not competition, for a crusade I plan on doing. So, for vehicles, we are going to use the Walker that I worked on not too long ago. And we are also going to go with a Impulsor and a Gladius Lancer. All that together gets me to like 955. I can do a enhancement. I'm gonna try. The thing is, I'm gonna try and we'll see what I get. I still have to build 5 more models and I gotta prime a whole bunch, but I think I can do it. I think I can get pretty damn close with doing a few things here and there. Initially, I tried doing it within like 20 days, and then I just kind of fizzled out with doing that. I don't even know when the crusade starts, so I am just literally trying to give myself something to do. So, like I said, I gotta do 5 more Reavers, and then it is just switching to painting. So, we'll see how that goes. And I need to do, because I'll put you there. I need to do 3 guys with the knives and pistols, and just 2 guys with the regular other ones. So I'm gonna kind of cheat and use this guy as, well, I like this one, so we'll go with that arm. But yeah, I am happy to be here. I'm probably not going to be as energetic, not that I am even beforehand, but I'm not going to be super energetic. I have pulled 2 nights on only 4 hours of sleep, so I am going to be a little bit tired. Let's see. Yeah, that works. I hope those in the U.S. are doing well with this snowstorm that we got. If you're from the South, I hope everything was fine and okay for you. And if you are from the... Oh, I don't like that arm as much. That is not as much as I thought that arm would be good. I'm not really a fan of that one anymore. Okay, we're going to do a different arm. What's this one look like? We'll go this one. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that. I am sorry to hear about that average. Oh, you talking about the Infernus models there, Dad? I love Infernus Marines. They are, like, I have a few favorite styles of Space Marines, and Infernus is one of them. Oh, I got everything off that, I think. I didn't even check with the cleanup and stuff. So we'll throw that back over there. And we will move on from there. Hey, Dorzo. Hey, you know what? It's okay to kit bash him. Kit bashing can be fun. Cool. Let's see, that one's E. E or B? That is E. Okay, these two will go together. I'm also kind of doing this because I can get all my models built, but then I still have to paint them. I think if I can get like a big chunk kind of built, and then, okay, we'll then focus on painting, and then we do a big chunk of building, and then we go back to painting. That will help with the monotony of doing the backlog. I also really haven't painted a bit because I haven't cleaned my brushes yet. I did last night. My brushes are now fully clean. But for like a month or so, I've just not cleaned my painted brushes, so I've not done any painting. I think the last time I did a painting stream, that was the last time I did any model painting. So now I got everything kind of set up. I would love to have these guys primed, but because it's so cold outside, it is very hard. Well, it's not good to prime when it's like 15 to 0 degrees outside. Yes, I have. I have decided on a color scheme. So I will be building these guys for my custom chapter. I'm going to grab my example model over here. You can sit right there. So, this is the color scheme I am going to be doing for my models. Base blue with bits of orange here and there, and black on the other pauldron. This guy is a sergeant for my Space Marines. It's kind of hard to tell, but he's got an orange line on his helmet to signify that he is a sergeant. That is what I like doing. So this is what I'm going to do for 10 through 2nd Company. 10th Company to 2nd. And catching up. Dorson said, I got stuck at work during the storm. I built 5 jump pack intercessors and a jump pack chaplain and a lieutenant. Nice. I want to run some jump pack assault intercessors. I have a few. Thank you. Thank you. I like the color scheme. I wanted to go with my 3 favorite colors. So obviously as my little self there on screen, I like blue, orange, and green. So I wanted something to have that color scheme as well. First Company's different. I'm actually stealing from a different homebrew chapter, their color scheme. So First Company is black armor with blue for like cloth and the extra little trim stuff. And I use silver. I use silver for the Aquila and the pauldrons. We don't, in my chapter, we don't tell which company we're from with the color of our pauldrons. We do orange lines on our shin guards. So like 10th company will have 10 markings. Wow, that's kind of odd. I just realized like, oh, when you're 10th company, you have 10 markings, but then when you go up to second, the higher you go up the list, the less markings you have. Maybe I should change that 10th doesn't have any, and then once they get to like 9th or something, that's when they get their first bout of like lines. So from 9th to like 2nd, it actually goes from like 1 to 8, and then first company is the armor color change. I don't know. I thought I had that planned out, and then I just kind of talked myself into like realizing that's a little bit weird. Looking at a Blood Angels list, it looks like if it ain't got jetpacks, it is in the trash. You know what? Fair enough. I'm still debating like what I want to kind of upgrade these guys to later on in games. I think besides the captain with relic shield, my next favorite captain is the captain with jetpack, which I have one built, and I could turn some of these guys into that. Because I've been kind of thinking like, oh, when I upgrade them, what do I want to like turn some into? Do I want to make some assault intercessors? Do I want to make some jump pack intercessors? And that's not a bad idea, is doing some jump pack intercessors. And I do have I have 2 boxes. How many jump pack intercessors come in a box? Is it 5? Is it 5? That feels really dumb, because if it is just 5, intercessors and assault intercessors, why? Assault intercessors and intercessors come in a box of 10. So why not make the jetpack intercessors also be a box of 10? Isn't it like, if you're worried about money, then like, you know, up the price a little bit if you really want it to be a money thing. Is it a sprue thing? Is it like, oh, there's not enough space in the sprue? Okay, that one will fit there. I just have to find... Oh, I just have to, like, find... Oh, yeah. Oh, that's what I was saying. Like, if they're just charging more, then, like... Eh. Okay, I found the 2 legs. Should have started streaming a little bit earlier. How many inches did, like... Okay, I'm going to talk about this past snowstorm. At least here in the U.S., for those that don't know, literally over half the U.S. got hit with, like, what looked like to be a really large storm. And it finished off in the northeast. Where I'm from, we got 20-something inches, I think. From the way it looks like we got over a foot of snow. So, I have spent my Monday morning from 3 o'clock. We plowed snow and got it under control, and then we went back out this morning at 4 and plowed everything again. Now, I will say I finished work at 2 o'clock today, so that's not too bad, but still got myself a over 8-hour day. Dorset says, honestly, I think my favorite model is the Vanguard. Oh, Vanguard Blade Guard Vets. They are, out of all the Veteran models, those are my favorite because they're the most knight-like. I like knights in general and all that stuff. Like I grew up being a fantasy kid and like wanting to go on adventures and stuff like that. And when I see those Space Marines with the sword and shield, it just hits so nice for me. If I could, like, go with a whole army of just Blade Guard vets, I certainly would. You should have a squad or two snow-based. Possibly. Actually, I thought about my chapter's homeworld a little bit more today. When out plowing. I'm going to kind of give a little bit more information for where I live, but I live about a 30-minute drive from the Mount Washington Valley. Actually, I'm a 30-minute drive. I'm not a 30-minute drive from Mount Washington, but I can see Mount Washington from, like, certain places in my town. I can physically see it, and it's like an hour or so drive. So I was looking at it today, and I'm like, you know what? I think what I'll do for my Space Marines, like, homeworld, like I said before, for those that have been here, their homeworld is inside a giant cavern area, and it expands really far down below the surface. So I was looking at the mountains. I'm like, you know what? Why don't I make the Hive City seem larger and be like, most of it is still underground, but you can see parts of it on top of the mountains and stuff. And kind of pulling from Fenris, I guess, a little bit is what I'm thinking of. Is that you see the large city, and then there's still people that live, like, on the planet in different sections here and there, but the largest settlement is where the Space Marines are, because it's the safest. So, I don't know. I think I gotta sit down and I gotta draw up, like, some pictures I have in my head about where my guys are from. So, maybe. I guess in a roundabout way, maybe I'll give a couple a snowy base. I usually don't. I kind of do like a volcanic base, not like lava and stuff like that. Just the black ashy rock with plants growing through. Average says, I love how they are basically just Space Marine Knights, other than Deathwing Knights, a lot of Dark Angels and Templars, etc. I love the Dark Angels. I love the Black Templars aesthetic. I do steal from it. I do steal from the Black Templars. Like I said, I have some of the models and I steal it. I mostly run things as Dark Angels. And trust me, favorite Terminators are the Deathwing Knights. I gotta finish painting these guys at some point. I wish I had a range option with these guys and not just another form of assault Terminators. But I enjoy them. They are good. Dorzo says, I want to do a red sand base for your Blood Angels. Ooh, that could be fun. I saw a video of someone doing they were testing out like one of the technical paints or texture paints that GW made. Let's see. Let's make this guy be... Honestly, I got the spare arms over here. Why don't I use this pistol and knife for this guy? I'm sure you'll be fine. I'm sure you'll be fine, Average. As long as you guys are safe and warm and don't need to be traveling through it, you guys will be fine. Dorzo, don't get me started. Okay, I will get to Dorzo's comment in a second. Oh, definitely. I play Guard and have a little lore behind their homeworld, Battles, Crusades, etc. It's fun. It's so fun coming up with lore. I will admit, I'm debating to run Space Marines again, because a lot of people are running Space Marines from the way it sounds like. So I was tempted to actually run Imperial Knights a little bit. So I was like, oh, do I... Because I have one Knight model that I bought, and then I got some Arbinger, the little Knights. And I'm like, oh, I could build those up and do all that, but I'm like, I really got to focus on the Space Marine stuff. I don't want to, like, build a whole other army just to, like, use and play with. But I'm so tempted to, like, build it and run with it, because I want to use an Inquisitor model I have and build some, like, Battle Sisters to go with it. So I'm debating. So this might not be the list I use in the Crusade. It really kind of depends. But I'm staying focused with what I got. How's it going, Mitch? Hope you're doing well this evening. Now, Dorzo, you brought up the new Iron Warrior Warsmith. I love that model so goddamn much. That's such a cool model. I might buy two, and I might... No, not that I might. I know if I buy one, I am going to be converting it and adding it to my Space Marine list. I know it's for Chaos. It is going, and it's running as a Terminator Captain in my army. I might even make that become my... I might even kit bash that to make that into my, like, first company captain. Like, I have a few models I could run as first company models, but that one... Oh, that one... That might work. Because it's in older Power Armor 2, and I want in my chapter to have a few... Not everybody, but one or two models have this older style of armor. Just reason being is because a lot of Space Hulks kind of appear in my chapter system, and there's some, like, Warp Storm chicanery, so it's like we find it in these Space Hulks. We give a lot of stuff to the Mechanicus, but we do keep some things here and there, and we do not tell them about it. Like, we will trade and give things to the Mechanicus, because then they'll give us better material, at least hopefully, for the times that we are able to be traveled to. But if one or two things just we end up keeping, we end up keeping. With that also being said, I am so tempted, so very, very, very tempted to build a Chaos army and use that as my Chaos Lord. And I thought about today, because I've only read one. I've read one Iron Warriors book. And it took place on a sea. It was Iron Warriors sieging a planet for the... They had, like, Space Marine gene seed on this planet. It was, like, one of the places they stored it. This had Hanzu in it. I don't remember the name off the top of my head, but it was a slow start, but I enjoyed it at the end. As someone who normally just listens to a lot of Imperial Wind, and all that stuff, it was interesting to listen to the Chaos side. So, with that long little rant being said, I am tempted to do a Chaos army. I could easily do it and build all my Guardsmen models up and run them as Traitor Guardsmen or Cultists. That might be a little bit weird for that guy. Might switch out this arm, actually. What have we got for arms? Wow, this glue did not really want to work too well. screw it. We'll do those 2 arms. Well, I appreciate that you want to stick around and, like, watch a stream. I fully appreciate that. But if you're in it so bad that it's not, like, usable, then don't worry about being here. You can always watch the VOD back later. And leave comments there. And all that stuff. It is... Let's see. I know hotel internet is not the best. It is really crappy stuff. You might run that. I can always pop this off again. I got some material in my glue. And once material gets inside like that bottle, it just starts not working as well as it did before. Okay, now the next one. Okay, that's an E. We can do E's. As much as I've complained in the past about them lettering the bodies and they should just make it so every single bit can fit with another one, it is useful when I'm not looking at the book to just kind of do this. Has anyone grabbed the newest... Has anyone grabbed the 500 Worlds book? Or the new Wardens of Ultramar box? I went to my local game store to go buy the 500 Worlds, but I'm like, that's $80 for a book? I am not spending $80. It is more than just one book, but it's like, okay, it's a lore book, and then it's like the attachment stuff, all this. Like, I think I'll just, like, wait until I can find one better. Well, I hope you get yours soon, Major. Dorzo, what is in the book? Like, is it really just like a bunch of lore and then like some okay detachments? Because I realized the in the app there was a couple new detachments, something with like drop pods being a big thing to use, and then like some other stuff. I haven't looked at anything going on. You only looked at the lore book. Okay. I'm sure it's a good book. Like the lore book and all the other stuff in it. I thought it'd just be more like how the I mean, yeah, spending 60 on the codexes isn't much better in my mind either. But I can take that 80 and I can use it to buy some models that I'll end up playing with more than I would with the books sitting on the shelf. Like, to be honest, the codexes, you're just buying it for the code. And, like, I do use the books when I do Crusade stuff to look through it. I actually like flipping through the books and all that stuff. But, yeah. I would be interested to see how the stuff for the Crusade for it works. I think that'll be the one that the game store is going to run next, is just the 500 World stuff. And it won't be the same as it was last time for that Crusade, but I don't know. I'm also so unsure on like what I want to do for that crusade. Like, I want to do this list I have in front of me, but you're still afraid to start Warhammer anytime soon? What is your fear with getting into Warhammer? Is it the price that scares you? Is it not being able to find people to play with? Like, I'm asking a general question. I'm listing things off. I'm not trying to scare you away. Because you don't want to drop 60 big ones and have to buy another month. Then don't buy the books. The books are only to use the apps with. There are plenty of websites online that give you all the information for free. I was told this when I first got into it and I did not listen. And that was something I should have listened to. Yes, Wikipedia is a huge one. I've used that multiple times to look up data sheets or just things that I don't have. That has all the information that you would get on the 40K app. And listen, you buy a codex and it is outdated the day you buy it. So many data sheets, so many things inside them become outdated before you even have a chance to use it. The only parts for the codexes are good for are the code, the lore, okay, then don't write it, copy it to a Google Docs and print off the pages. Actually, I should do that for myself. Especially with the night model. Oh, I can do that. I should do that for myself. But yeah, if you got a printer, even at your local library, like, go to your local library and print off all the data sheets that you need. Just copy down the important information that you'll need, such as like, abilities and what, like, other things you want to use. Dorzo just came in with a recommendation. The War Organ app, I was recommended to download on my phone to make a list. That's also true. There are plenty of apps out there that you can use. Hell, you could even, I think another website you can go to is one called New Recruit. New Recruit stays semi-up-to-date on all the stuff with it, and it keeps, like, the abilities, the data stuff. It has a lot more of, like, the legacy stuff in it. Or, not legacy, Legends. It has a lot more stuff from Legends in it, which I kind of like. Not that I have any models from Legends, but if someone has those, and they can certainly do that. There are multiple ways that you can get away without spending as much money on this hobby. I should probably do an updated video to, like, getting into Warhammer for cheap. Well, I did talk about the introductory box, and if you want to go the official route, that is the cheapest way of starting. You have to support them to get attachment info. Something like that, at least. Are you talking about on New Recruit, or are you just talking about the detachment stuff? Like, oh, I'm gonna run like the Gladius detachment. I'm gonna run like this detachment. You can find all that stuff for free online as well. Okay, I haven't even tested. I think this will work. On new recruit. You're making a rage curse onslaught list. Is that your specific Blood Angels list? I don't know much about Blood Angels. I probably should look into them. I want to read The Devastation of Baal at some point. That sounds like a really good read. Good for learning about the Tyranids and more of the Space Marines. Ooh. Okay. Oh. I'm figuring this one out. This is going to be a little bit weird, huh? How about we... This is C, right? It is C. I'm glad some of the other chapters are getting love, not just the Ultramarines or Space Marines in general. It is nice to see that kind of all come out. Darn it. No. And then this... Oh, I see. So this is meant to be like a kind of running guy. That leg is way too high. I have one of these guys already built. It's you! How did your leg go? No, I covered the vital part. Okay. So to copy what that looks like, it is off to the side and it's pushing off. It just doesn't feel like it fits fully perfectly. It feels a little off. Did I put the leg on wrong? Oh, so the Blade Guard or the Captain with Relic Shield, I had that issue as well. I thought it was a separate thing. No, it's the Captain model, but you got to equip him with the Relic Shield and a Power Sword. He's not a separate data sheet. He's just another form of the Captain. So, like, because there's so many variants of Captains, they just made it so that all the equipment is on that. Besides, like, the jetpack and Gravis and Terminator, those are separate models. If you're running just a Captain, then they have that. Why? You feel like you want to... I want you to click in properly, but you don't want to. Is it there? I think it's there. No, but then that leg is really off. But they had to put one of the worst ones that can't lead anyone. Hold on, I'm going to go back and read your comment. Earlier you were looking at the data sheets on that. Why did they not put Captain with Relic Shield in it? Because he can lead both infantry and Blade Guard vet. I believe on the... Isn't it on the Captain one that he can lead both? Like, regular Captain could lead it, but it doesn't have to be a Blade Guard vet variant. Oh, wait a minute. Are you talking... Oh, you're talking about the Dark Angel Combat Patrol. Wow, sorry. Things all click together. Yeah, the Gravis one. That is really dumb. Like, that's 100% dumb. I I want to know why. Like, why? Why? Why have that be the only lone guy? Okay, I figure out how that... But then... It's got, like, something there. Like, it wants to fit there. But no, it's like that. Okay. Maybe the thought process is that, oh, we want you to buy other models in the future. So then we'll just have this Gravis guy, so then we'll try to push you to buying Gravis. Yes. Yes, he is Table. He is talking about the Dark Angels Combat Patrol. Oh, excuse me. Okay, I guess those... You can fit a little more forward, I think. Huh. There's a slight gap in the leg. Why is there a slight gap? Does it actually fit more like that? No. Why is this one leg giving me trouble? Am I not running or using the right leg for this guy? Maybe not. I don't know. Okay, you will sit there and be good. I spent far too long getting you on there. Okay, I will respond in just a second. We're going to set that there. Oh, it does lean really far to one side, huh? So it's meant to be like that. Okay, interesting. Let's see. Table. I have not seen the Iron Warrior upgrade sprue, so I don't really know what's... Maybe I have seen it, and I just kind of blazed by it. I wasn't too interested in it or anything like that. Okay, wow, that is a huge gap. There we go, that's a better fit. Okay. We're taking this away, because that's causing my leg to not fit properly. And just like that, it now fits way better. Okay. And once I have that, I might have to pull out some green stuff to do some things here. Seems like you're not. Is this not the right leg? Cause like, okay. Oh, there. There. But then you're weird on the back. Okay. Yeah, I guess the black, or not the black, the Dark Angel one is a good general upgrade sprue, or not upgrade sprue, combat patrol. So yeah, if you want to bounce off from there, you can do that. And then let's see, table said. They're Iron Warrior Skull Pauldrons, regular Terminator Pauldrons, cool looking Power Fist, Goofy Hammer. Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, the GW hammers I'm not the biggest fan of. I don't even use those. How's it going, Jake? Please tell me you're not stuck in the bathroom again this time. That is bad news, but that's... Are you going to fumigate your entire house? Is that the plan? God, roaches are... nasty stuff. In a fashion. In a fashion, you're going to do that. Cool. Show me... It's E, B... Where is C? Purge... Honestly, yeah, get rid of that Tyranid infestation in your house. Okay. 27 and 28 are the two that it's meant to be. Did I cut those off already? I'm double checking to make sure I actually got it. Ooh. Okay, I did cut 28 and 27. I'm assuming it went into this. But now that's so weird. Okay, I believe these are the two. So it's actually meant... Is it meant to fit like that? Okay. Like that, and it's meant to be slightly lifted. Oh my lord. Why? Put that away for a sec. All you'll need is Diet Sprite, some baking soda, and a Mr. I got really scared when I saw the baking soda because I thought you're about to make something that is not okay. Oh, my lord. I should have followed the directions to begin with. You haven't missed much, Ando. I am messing with a model more than I should, is what is happening. I don't know why it seems... Okay, the leg is perfect right there. This poor guy is going to have a completely messed up crotch area. Okay, we were on the same wavelength there for a second. I don't like that, but yeah, we were there. We were there. Let's see what else. He'll have to see the apothecary about it. That's just like there. But then, it wants to sit like that. Which is not at all what it looks like. That's better. Up there, but then if I do that... That is not a good thing to see. Hello Grim, how's it going? I am doing well. I think everyone else is doing well. Jake is talking about trying to get rid of a roach problem. Probably not in the most TOA way possible. But, yeah. Does it sit higher up? And I've been messing with the leg of this Space Marine longer than I probably should have. As my title says, I am going to be trying to do 1,000 points within a week. I started last week. My last stream, I kind of started. Honestly, yeah, Jake, you are the reason why there is terms and services on YouTube. Okay. I think I figured out where it's supposed to sit. I am using my iPhone. I am using my personal iPhone for YouTube streaming. So, I will tell you the... Okay, I gotta... Let me get this down, and then I will be responding to everyone in a beautiful second. I think it's like that. That actually sits kind of okay. The back buckle is a little bit high. I think we're back to where I was initially, but I'll deal with it. Ooh. What do you have for your Iron's hands, like, list? I'm curious. Also, Grim, I use my phone and a website called VOD.ninja. That is what I use to have my iPhone pretty much Bluetooth what it's looking at with the camera to my computer. And then the rest of it's all OBS. I gotta do more stuff here and there about it, but yeah. I'm not trying to use the book on this because I've already built 5 of these guys. So I'm like, oh, I'll just like put them together and like they're labeled. And it's just the weirdest little tweaks here and there that they just don't like to fit together. So it's odd. What? The Dark Angel one doesn't have the upgrade sprue for it? Okay, wow. That is going by fast. I want to call you Slythe, but that's not your name. Sylph? Sylph. Your 1,000-point Iron Hands consist of Iron Father Feros, leading 5 heavy intercessors, a captain with the company heroes, 5 regular intercessors, 5 terminators, 1 redemptor, and 1 brutalis or ballistic. Ballistic. You basically bought the Imperial Fist Combat Patrol and a character and 2 dreadnoughts. That is not a bad list. That sounds like a really good Iron Hands one. You can maybe swap out the Captain and Company Heroes for a Tech Priest. Actually, you could keep the Captain or switch it to a Lieutenant. Either way, I still say it sounds a good list. Holy crap. Is this what it's like trying to keep up to date with everything? Okay, and Grim says, thank you. I got the first podcast episode recorded, but I also want to do hobbies, so I've been asking around for tips and all that stuff. Whatever I can do to help, I am more than happy to help with. I know I still work on my own stuff. I probably need to upgrade my own stream a little bit here and there. But yeah, no, I try to do this with like, because it's a fun hobby, cheapest way possible. I want to say that, Grim, but I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I know it's Dominus Nox, the first part I don't know. And then Iron Within, Iron Without from Table. Wait, that's Iron Warriors. That's not Iron Hands. And then Average says, it comes with 2 upgrade sprues, only enough shoulder pads for the infantry. Hold on. Does the upgrade sprue kind of look like this, Average? I know it's hard to see, but like, does it have like a sword, pointing hand, and other ones? I think I have the other half of it somewhere. Because I know it comes with 2, because there is a Blade Guard version of that as well, but and then Jake says may need to shift it around, get rid of the company heroes in terms, get a Tech Marine and Aggressors Eradicators. Jake was on it already with all that. Oh, and then Average said, wait, ignore what I said, I wasn't thinking. Oh yeah, the Imperial Fist Combat Troll doesn't come with enough pauldrons, so all 5 of the Gravis fellas. Then Grim says, your Night Lord... The Night Lords are probably close to like 7k if we are combining 30 and 40. I would fully combine that. Slith? I keep wanting to call you Slythe. Or Slice, but... the Imperial Fist upgrade... Well, you sold the Imperial Fist upgrade sprue because of the Iron Hands, all that stuff. All good. I got 2 chats going. I'm reading like 1 back. Grim, thank you for doing the pronunciation for me. Average. The Combat Patrol upgrade sprue only has enough shoulder pads for 12 infantry. Maybe I could cut 3 extra Blade Guard vets into normal ones? You could. They're a little bit awkward sized if you try to put on regular infantry. So, I don't really recommend it. I did it once and not the best. Jake, what the fuck? Don't know how I feel about that comment there, bud, but hey, you know what? I got no problem with that person, period. It's just the fact that Jake's the one saying is what I have a problem. Table says it's definitely an accomplishment. Your Night Lords practically have a full armor company at this point. Average, yes. It was that I wasn't thinking enough shoulder pads for only 12. It is kind of tough. Sons of Dorn will never forgive you. And then Grim says, 2 Leviathans, 2 Condemners. Oh, this is your list. You can certainly say who it is. And Jake, I wasn't alarmed by who it was. It's just the fact that you come in with that comment. It just feels unhinged that it's you. Okay. I've done enough yapping. I need to kind of get back to what I was doing. But yeah. I am okay if people want to talk about... I am not... Believe what you want to believe, Jake. I'm not fighting this at all this point. It's not worth it. I know who I am as a person. Sith. For Gravis, Terms, Dread, and Tanks. And I'd like their industrial... Oh, you're explaining why you like the Iron Hands? Jesus. Asking my opinion about female custodies. I do not swing one way or another with it. Do I personally like the way the heads and stuff look? No. But I don't like Space Marine heads and stuff to begin with, or faces on models to begin with. I'm not a fan of that. I don't know enough about the lore to get into something like that. I feel like GW has better things that they could promote if they want to show some more wokeness. But the last time I talked about it, someone got kind of mad. So I'm like, it doesn't matter. You can certainly have your own opinions on female custodians, female Space Marines, female whatever they do in the future. I didn't like the look of the heads either. Yes, there probably were some female aesthetics to it. I could see it, but again, everyone's different, all that stuff. Oh god, Jake's one of those people. No, Jake, people want to know about the person you're talking about. How many pistols do I have? 1, 2. Okay, I got 2. I need to switch to doing some of the other arms. Yeah, it's weirdly controversial, and I don't really want to kind of talk about that kind of thing, because that's not really what my channel is about. Like, it's more of a place that people just kind of come hang out and forget stuff, and I feel like when we start touching that topic, it gets a little bit too... It can get weirdly political, and I don't want that here. That's how I stand. Sith. As the infantry part of my army, final goal is 40% Terminators, 40% Gravis, and 20% on everything else, and 1 tank or Dreadnought for every 10 infantry models. Ooh, that's interesting. What did Grim say earlier? Yeah, everyone has a preference. I'm not dissing people for what they like and what they don't like. I think I said this on the last stream, that I came from a place that had a lot of different people that had a lot of different views on the... just on different spectrums is the best way to put it. Ooh, heavy armor and vehicles. That's always fun. Always fun stuff. But also, like I said in that stream, my friend group was a lot of different people. We had some that were sporty, some that were nerdy, some that were popular, some that were unpopular. We were a combination, and we just we're friends with other people. And that is the mentality I've tried to keep my entire life when going through stuff. Average. Yeah, that part I can fully agree with. Average is that the retconning is probably not the best. Like, they're trying to shoehorn it in a weird way, which upset people. And then Table agreeing with Sith, and then Jake says, but people put the link into your search bar, and then you can see what I mean. No, I'm not going to do that. Am I missing something? Maybe. And then Table. I don't mind it lore-wise. I just think they went about the wrong way. Hey, it was always there. Always a thing you say to people. Yeah, like when they just kind of throw it in and treat us like not... They don't treat us like people, that's not what I like at all. Like, if you can make it be like a... If you can make it be a thing to be like, oh, this is a thing, they have kept it secret for XY reason, or play it lore-wise and like why it's just kind of coming out, then I would be okay with that. I haven't read the book or any sort of thing that they like explained why. Was it just a post that they were doing? That was definitely a cool episode. That was a very cool episode. I think it's on YouTube. I've seen plenty of clips of it on YouTube. Oh, that's what I'm trying to get. Grim, what do you say? I think it was through the 10th edition codex, and then the Hammer and Bolter episode after, you think. I will have to go through my codex and kind of see if that's said anywhere, because I have the Custodes Codex. I haven't read the lore-wise of it, but yeah. I haven't heard anything else about the like live action Warhammer. I'm curious if it's even still in the works anymore. That would probably be... That's a full story right there. If they did it like from the Great Crusade to Horus Heresy, that would be interesting. I think the hard part would be getting the Primarchs properly on screen to like kind of show them off. If they hid the Primarchs until like later-ish, I guess. Ooh, that's not gonna work. So I need that there. Excuse me. I could cut away the hand. Okay. Whoa. I can agree. I haven't read it anywhere, but I guess like 6 Custodes is enough to take on 6 million Tyranids, from what I heard. And then Grimm says, it's still in the works. They recently put out an article saying, uh, saying it is just taking a long time. Last rumor I heard was it could be during the Great Scouring. That would be interesting because a lot of the Primarchs and stuff were busy doing other things from what I've heard. What is... No. The Scouring was just after the Horse Heresy, and all the loyalists were like, okay, the traitors are going off into the Eye of Terror. Let's go get them before they go there. That is the Scouring. It is them going and trying to get back at the traitors. And then Jake says the big thing after the Horse Heresy. Oh yeah, he's talking about what the Scouring is. Yeah. Oh yeah. It is when the Iron Cage happened and the legions were broken up. Grim says, I'm not Jake, but when the loyalists pull the reverse Uno card on the traitors, basically force them into the Eye of Terror. Okay. I might have to break off that part and do something different. This is when I need the book to actually like see what piece is what. Hey Neil, how's it going? Oh, someone messaged me on Discord. Whoa. Okay, I just saw Jake's message in the Discord. Okay there, bud. Oh, Lord. It's not bad. He put it in lounge and he like added me for it. I was just like, okay, what did Jake just send me? And then I realized he sent me the VTuber somewhere earlier. I'll listen to it later. I'm literally sitting here chatting, I think, way longer than I probably should. Can I pop this off? I can. Sweet. That arm's gonna go there. How's it going, F1? I had to remember what I called you again. Like, there's so many people that pop in that I have such unique names. I gotta like remember what everyone is kind of called. We got F1 coming in with some fire support from the sky. But most annoying kit I have assembled. Ooh, shoot. I don't know. Who the fuck is trying to call me right now? No, Neo. I'm not sending you... Wait a minute. Yeah, no, I'm not sending you a Reaver. This is for my 1,000-point list. Honestly, like, I think... I'm kind of thinking about it. It has to be a Space Marine model that I've built. I almost want to say this one because it's the most recent one I can think of. I'm trying to mess with the leg and stuff, but I don't know. I could almost say the Norn Assimilator was a pain to kind of build. I think that one was kind of a pain. No, actually, it's not. I don't know what it is. Tanks and dreadnoughts Dreadnoughts go together fine. They go together fine. Tanks do not like to go together good for me. I don't know what it is. There is one section on every single tank that I've built that has always a little bit of a gap, and I have no idea how to fix it. That is the most annoying every time for me. Sorry, I had to think on that. There, that's your answer. Corrupted by capitalism. Oh, that is a name. That's a hell of a name. Okay, I'm gonna grab my 2 tanks that I remember and that I can easily get that are a problem. No, I don't hate you, Neo. I want these for my thing. Okay, so this is the impulse that I'm using. You see that gap? That's the gap. I can never figure out why. And on this side, I have a slight gap on the left. Why can I never put these together correctly enough so I don't get the gap? I don't know! And now the tank's falling apart. Oh, okay. I feel like I missed a couple other things. Mold lines are definitely a problem. And then Jake lists off a bunch of things. People listing. And then people are. Thank you, Corrupt Capitalist. I realized you mentioned earlier about giving me good luck. I have the entire army besides 5 Reavers built. I need to paint it after this. So. Thank you, Hannibal. I appreciate that. I hope you're doing well this evening, man. I'm trying my best. I'm realizing I'm being too much of a yapper, and I really need to get back to like building. Because a week is not a lot of time to do stuff. No, an F1, especially the German export variant. And the table says, I don't have plain autism, sadly. It's okay. We all have our own special form of something. And then F10 says, I do LOL. I'm using it to study air. Oh, that's cool. Aerospace engineering. That's cool. Okay, I will have to check out the Kratos in a moment. Are you talking about like Kratos from God of War? Wait a minute, am I not even putting that together correctly? Great news. I got a big new commission. Yes, I do want to hear about it. It is a little bit of a simple paint scheme. This is the paint scheme I'm going with. Blue armor, orange and a few bits here and there, silver, and then black on pauldrons. It is a, in quote, simple paint scheme. I did most of this guy with an airbrush at one point, and then I painted everything else on. But I can also just use contrast paint as well. Oh, Kratos tank for 30k. Okay. And you talked about... Ooh, look at that tank! Oh, it's got the Night Lord color too? Oh, that's cool, Graham. That's a really cool model. Oh. Sorry, different Discord. Oh, yeah. trying to keep up with a couple things going on. Holy crap, we hit 290. Thank you all for those that are subscribing. I gotta keep that quiet. Hannibal does not paint Warhammer or do anything like that. He does some really nice looking wood pieces. He's made, I don't want to call them sculptures, but he's made a couple like wooden chests, something that people can put on walls to help dampen sound and all that stuff. Oh yeah. Hannibal. A friend of mine owns a bookbinding shop. It's a very high ceiling. You're putting in a second floor into the ship with wooden beams and planks and all that. Like an actual physical ship? That is cool. What's up, Marcus? I hope you're doing well this evening. Sorry, I am going to grab the book to build these because I need... Oh, shop. Oh, no, you're good. I just assumed you said ship. I'm like, wow, there's a ship inside this bookstore? That's awesome. That is not the right book. I can't use that one. Oh, for those that are here, and I do want to say, I'm not just a Warhammer guy. Warhammer has just been the easiest thing for me to get into. Where is it? I also plan on doing some cosplay stuff in the future. One of my recent little projects that I finished up for myself, because I'm slowly working on in Inquisitor cosplay, is I made myself a little bolt gun. So yeah, I took a Nerf gun and I spray painted it up and I made it look like a little bolt gun. And I'm working on the rest of the cosplay very slowly. Now Marcus says, doing well. Just got confirmation today that I'm heading to the Rocky Mountains. Open for the FLG tournament. Very cool. I gotta remember, are the Rocky Mountains East Coast or West Coast? I'm a little bit bad with my own home country's geography. By the way, we got in Pirates of the... Oh, do we got any Pirates of the Caribbean flags? I think FGL is a... Oh, Denver, Colorado. Oh, yeah, that's where the Rockies are. I believe it's... Yeah, it's a Warhammer tournament place. Frontline Gaming. All that, as Marcus says. And then Tipple says, I mean, I've watched... I will admit, for the time period, those were some good movies. The Pirates of the Caribbean were some really good movies for their time period. Actually, we're going to pop off that one instead. Oh, that's cool. I want to see that when that's done, Grim. That is a very cool sounding conversion. That's what I need. Good to know. Hannibal, I'm excited for you. That sounds like an awesome thing to do. I wish you the best of luck with that. You posted the current state photos. It'll be a while till it's fully done. Hey, you know what? Taking your time, that is perfect. With stuff like this, it's good to take your time with, and you want to put a good product out. Okay, now you want to know how much more talent everyone is in. Average, don't get into that mindset. Do not do it. I've been there. You will get there just like everyone else. We all started at the bottom, and we all had to work our way up. I remember first getting into this, like, first getting into Warhammer. And I wanted to be as good as everyone else. I wanted to be right at the top. And wow, this is not a good arm for this. Marcus says, I will say the only pitfall I have is taking your Space Marines that have no meta in your list. You're gonna play against a tournament playing against tournament regulars. Yeah. Hannibal is right. Practice is key. It is very much key for a lot of things. I'm also going to re-glue this arm back on. As much as that was probably not the right move. And then, yeah, that is a huge gap between all that. I feel like Hannibal's got some real... Well, Hannibal does come up with some good wisdom here and there, and he has a lot of really good ideas. He's helped me a few times with some D&D stuff. Let's try 32. When I saw the most jaw-dropping paint job for me, it was always... One day I'll reach that level. And you've been getting close to reaching that level. Mainly need to practice non-metallic and OSL. I need to work on non-metallic metal. I've never tried it yet, and it's definitely something that I need to do. And then F10 says, in your physics class, we need to read a research article about how we learn best and appreciate talent that doesn't exist. It's all about dedicating practice and motivation. Yes, very true. Oh, I think I found the right arms. Non-metallic metal is just going to be a centerpiece thing for me, probably. You know, fair enough. I think for me, I like to be fast, but I want to be good. I want, like, to get... If I'm doing a big army, I want it to be done quickly. If I'm just working at one model at a time, I take my time with that model. Physics. I feel like might have been something I said. I'm not taking a psyker class, I swear. Oh, that's cool. That is very cool. Okay, I think that will sit there. Wait a minute, are people calling Grim a psyker? Wait, no, not Grim. F10. They're calling F10 a psyker. Well, are you a sanctioned psyker? Are you a Space Marine psyker? What type of psyker are you? These are the questions we need. Do we need to get the golden throne out? Had 2 large dragons with lots of lighting effects in 2 weeks while working 2 jobs. You didn't sleep. Oh boy. Well, I hope you rest up after the fact. But that is very cool. I want to get in some painting competitions. There's one in a city not, well, kind of an hour or two away from me in March. And I want to take part in it, but I'm also like a little bit nervous to do it. Like the one and only time I ever did a competition piece, it was for an online thing, and it, compared to everyone else I was going against, it was not the best piece. But at the time, it was the best I could produce. Now I could do something a lot better, but I don't know if I am confident enough in myself to do that. It'd probably be Adeptus Mechanicus, if anything. Honestly, true. Yeah, if you're trying to get into like an engineering course, you're pretty much... I think, one, you need to start mixing in your religious thoughts into your table. No, he'd be more than a servitor. I think that will work. It's a little bit off on the arms and all that. I should just make something and submit it. I should be working on it this month, not just everything, so. Holy crap. I didn't realize I had so many people kind of watching. I'm kind of impressed. Am I that entertaining of a person? Probably not. Probably not that entertaining. People are just probably popping in. It's like, oh, what? You trying to do this within a week? And then they see like, he's not even freaking started yet. Java just in with a yes. And then Grim says, one of my personal favorites is my Melfic themed Belater. There's no T in that. I completely butchered that. Okay. I should probably take some of these images. Well, thank you, Java. I appreciate that. I am building... Okay. I said in the beginning, and I'm going to go over again. My local game store is running a crusade again. I took part in it once before with my own homebrew Space Marine army. Now, I want to take everything that's pretty much a scout that can be upgraded later on. So I have Reavers, Infiltrators, I'm using Eliminators, and I got Scouts. I'm going to be... How's it going, Cheese? I hope you're doing well. But I want to start with this like basic scouting force, and then as the crusade goes on, because if as the game goes on, I can get honor points and stuff like that as a Space Marine for doing like Oathsworn campaign stuff. I want to upgrade these models, and it costs like 5 points each time. So my list consists of my Warlord being a Lieutenant Reaver Armor. One of these two these Phobos librarians are going to go in. I don't know which one. I'm still kind of deciding. And then the one that's going to get me the most amount of points because of a requisition is this Apothecary. Mozzarella or Parmesan? Parmesan's not my favorite anymore. There's another cheese that tastes like Parmesan, but it's not as strong. I know it's really little... side thing. But I'm like going to be running a 10-man Reaver squad, 5-man squad of infiltrators, 5-man squad of scouts. And I got these guys from the Black Templar Crusade box. I bought 2 because I also like running Dark Angel stuff. Even though it's a custom chapter, I like to run with all that stuff. Enjoy the rest of your night, Marcus. Nice to have you here. Besides these guys, I'm also running the... I have the Tactical War Suit. And then I'm doing Impulsor and a Gladius tank. And I need to catch up on stuff being said. Okay, so. First things first. It is my favorite Pokemon. I love it very much. Oh, jeez, what is? You guys talking about cheese here? Actually, you guys are talking about cheese? I think all this cheese talk is going to bring out something. Where is it? Okay. All your cheese talk brought out a mouse. I should read what Java said earlier. Java said, "Wow, that's so cool. I didn't even know about Crusade. That would be fun. I'm fairly new to painting a Salamar army, trying to slowly get 1,000 points. Yours seem fun." Well, thank you. Hell, if you buy the Space Marine Codex, at the very back of the book, it's like, oh, like, what is Crusade? And it talks about, like, for Space Marines, like, what you need to do with running that. Yes, I do. I do have a mouse on hand, Ando. Do not worry about it. Grim says, you have a 1-foot-tall Tarrasque. That is your biggest project, probably until one day you get the Warlord Titan. Ooh. That sounds like a fun project. I've talked about before. I want to get a Titan, but I don't want to get a proper Titan. I want to buy the Joy Toy Night model and paint it up and run that as a Titan. Because that would be cheaper than buying an actual, like, GW Titan. Fun fact, he consumes many. Actually, I made Mouse a while ago. Mouse is, like, for chat whenever I want to pull it out. His name is Mouse. Just like how my little character's name is, No, I'm not going to give his name. He will stay where he is. Cheese Wheel. Cheese Wheel says, the closest thing I have finished to a Titan is a big 3D printed Kugath that you have painted. Wow. Isn't Kugath like just a big unclean one? Or is there like a specific proper one? And then Grim says, I added Tyranid bits that makes it extra stabby. Ooh. Okay. The best unclean one. I don't like that statement. I know that's true, But I don't like that statement. It's a fine statement. It's just like, it's gross. It's not the grossest thing that can be said, but it's gross. I do like the story of like how Kugath came to be. You're building an all-new Nurgle... Oh, you're building all the new Nurgle models from AOS. Those looked so good. I saw them this weekend. And I was like, oh, those are kind of cool. And then I realized they're Nurgle. And I'm like, well, I'm not ever going to do a Nurgle army. But if I get into AOS, besides the Seraphon, I'd either do Undead or a Chaos army. And I could use those Nurgles and just... And I do mean just like regular Chaos, not like a specific god. Because in AOS, those models look so cool. I'm tempted to do a Chaos army eventually at some point, but the problem is that there's so much... I have so many 40k stuff, I don't need to start a 40k Chaos army. What did I just glue together? I think I just did D. Okay, I might step away for a second because I gotta use the bathroom, but I'm also gonna pop over here into Discord and... Whoa. Oh, that is a cool... I want to call it a Baneblade. I don't think that's the Baneblade variant. I think that's like a sword something. Sorry, I'm looking at the Discord real quick about everything people have posted. What is that? Holy crap. You must have mentioned this before what it was, but... Holy crap. That is a massive model. That is an actual bone dragon. And there's a Lucius the Eternal. Oh, that is a grime up Imperial Fist. Ooh. What the? Is that the... Okay, those are knights. Wait a minute. Is that the ship one you were talking about? Oh my lord. I've missed so much. Jesus Christ. Okay, I will be back. Chat, don't do anything crazy, and Mouse, keep an eye on everybody. I'm back. What the? Why am I just saying biomass? Ando, what are you doing? Consume. I won't have kids because I ain't got Riz, but I'll treat my Titans like my kids. Oh my lord. What are you guys doing? Oh, jeez, chat is trying. I'm trying to read, but it's just going by so quick. Look like we found a Tyrannid. JK, I don't know. I think the Necrons, mean Titans are basically toddlers. Toddlers, right? Yes. And then, God, you guys are a hive mind. God, yeah, you guys. You know what? Because of this, you guys are losing Mouse. Mouse goes away. Mouse is gone. Okay. You guys wanted your biomass, and now you just ate Mouse. Well, maybe just Ando. Was it just Ando doing biomass? You also got Skaven. Ooh, Skaven. Those are fun little guys. They're just fun little guys. They don't want to do anything great. Great guys. Very nice. Oh, I don't think Hannibal is too happy. Lord. You have 10 armies, technically? That's a lot. I thought I had a lot, but no, that is a lot. Actually, I talked to a guy recently. He told me, like, he had 50,000 points worth of Space Marines. 50,000. That is crazy. I don't like the idea that table is saying they're eating mice. We don't want the mice to be eaten. Maybe if you guys are back to being good, I'll bring back Mouse. But for now, Mouse is hiding. Skaven are made from bio mice. Rats, not mice. They're close. They're very close in the family tree. I understand rats are definitely a lot bigger. I think. Did I do the right one? Oh no. Oh no, did I cuff the wrong leg? Am I not doing D like I thought? Am I doing something different? No, E's still there. Those New York sewer mice are optimal. Oh god. And then Grim says Tyrannids 9k points. Night Lords are 7k. Blood Angels are maybe 4k. Chaos is around 3k. World Eaters, Night Haunter, Skaven, Demon, Stormcast, and Seraphon. Oh, okay. I feel like my friends are playing Tabletop Sim. No, they're not. Hop here. Hop over there. It's okay to have 40. Honestly, stay small for as long as you can with your army list. Let it grow slowly over time. Don't rush and buy a lot of models within a year like I did. What do you got for your Raven Guard list, F10? Because we had someone in here earlier who did Iron Hands, and I asked about their list. Your last 6 figures are coming in the mail soon. Ooh, nice. Very nice. Okay, can we get this to fit? D... Grim. If we want to discuss minis as a whole, I fear the number I have cause I also have more than a healthy amount of board games with minis. Sith, yes. Sith earlier gave their list. I don't think this fits together. That is a bit worrisome. I was watching a play on tabletop video today, and it was Raven Guard versus the Guard. And it looked like a fun game. I was taking a nap halfway through it, so... I'm going to switch out these legs. I don't think they're fitting on there properly. Is it going to be E that has to fit on there? No, because there's supposed to be a back to it. That's the only one with a back. No! No, you cannot eat me. Oh, that sits there. But then that... No. I'm not a blue thing. I'm a salamander. I'm a digital thing, and I'm having my servitor mess with these little plastic things, which he's failing at really bad. He needs to do a better job. I might have to reprogram him. God, that's a terrible way to go out. I don't like this. I don't like the idea of... Eat the servitor! No! I need the servitor! Leave him be! How about, if you guys want to eat anything, why don't you eat the U.S. debt? Just eat everything at this point? Oh, God. Okay, which one is... Ugh. I'm getting a little bit sleepy. No, it tastes bad. But if you eat the debt, then you know no one's in debt anymore. Sell the debt. No, we don't sell. We eat it. It's the only... I was going to say, it's the only way we can pay for anything is if we eat it. I'm struggling with credit card, mortgage, and personal loan. No way I can eat the trillions of debt. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Grim. That is not a place that I want anyone to be in their life, is struggling with money and stuff like that. It is not easy. But hey, it's just a number, and you can make it slowly go down. What's up, Mason? Welcome to the stream. Can I figure out why this doesn't want to sit together? It feels like it's way too small. Okay, you have spots you want to be. What was the other one I struggled with? It's why I'm trying to make YouTube and stuff work alongside promoting your commissions. Hopefully one day you can leave driving jobs and traditional jobs behind. That is the dream. I think that is the dream for most people that do content creation and all that. It would be awesome for myself if I could do that, but I think... Oh, I'm like... I just got this guy together, okay. Oh, okay, we're gonna try something. No, you stay where you are. You stay on that part. This can come off. We're gonna try something. Does this fit together? Yeah, kind of. It's a really high up leg. I will sit there, and then this one. No, I don't think this will work together at all. I could sit like that, but that just doesn't fit right. Possibly? Maybe this will work? It feels like this is supposed to be flat. Ooh, don't pop out of anywhere. I feel that. I feel that very much, Grim. I work I mean, my job's a full 40 hours, and I get home, I feel like I have no energy. Yeah, I feel like I have no energy to get into doing any of the other stuff I want to do, like with the video editing for this channel and all that stuff. And it just doesn't... It's just so much time. Okay. F10 said, okay, so your army file isn't on this computer, but you think you have something like this. Cave and Shrike. And... Captain with Jump Pack. 5 Jump Intercessors. I think this will... Come on, I had this together once before. I should never have broken this off. Oh my lord. Five Terminators. 5 Infernus Marines. I think I can get that like that. And then this one, get back to feeling like that. Cool. I will... Captain with Terminator armor. That's good. And 5 scouts. Okay. Grim said, but you got 1 podcast episode code recorded and channel assets commissioned. The channel is made and up. You did a stream on it today, getting your ass beat in Total Warhammer. I have a hard time like with games like Total Warhammer and stuff like that. It's not my cup of tea, those style games. My arm is stuck on this. And 10 interesting. What? Hello, Rory. Are you coming in here? Yes, you are. Hello. The doggo has made an appearance. Ando, this is why you don't get mouse, because you say stuff like this. And a stealth mech thing. Are you talking about this guy? Your tactical warsuit? And then Grim says, would it be okay to post the channel here? I do also have a community Discord for it. Well, if others want to join. You can say the name here and all that, Grim. I will allow that. If you want to promote yourself, I will... Not everyone can promote the channel all the time. I will allow it on a time basis here and there. Rory, settle. I'm trying to talk to people. I love you, Bean. No, the dog is not biomass. You leave my dog alone. You leave Rory alone. Good, Rory. Good, Bean. I love you. You're a good boy. I will have to check it out. Okay. I will say, F10, you are missing your 10 units of Centurions. You need at least 10 of them to be a proper Raven Guard army. Oh, that should be cool. Let's see if I can... I want to figure out how to get this leg to work. Good night, Hannibal. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And best of luck with that commission. I am a little bit... Oh, no wonder why I'm having issues. I'm looking at C. Okay. Okay. Looking at the image. God, sometimes I wish I could see, like, the backside of these models to know what they look like. Okay. It's down on the ground running like that. And the body is turned. Jesus. I'm going to risk gluing it. Stop staring at them? Oh. I feel like it kind of just clicked in. Yeah, it did. What do you mean I should stop staring at something? Wow, that is such a heavy turn, too. And then... somehow... I'll let that glue dry. State intensifies. Huh. Well, I'm talking about this. Like, if I can see how it's supposed to line up in the back, I'd feel a bit better, not just the front view. Because it's hard to get this to line up correctly. Like, you know how long I've been messing with this one model? Probably a good, like, 15 minutes. I guess it's something like that. It's the best. Not just the front view. Okay. Think that'll work. That is going to be very... I'm not very happy with how this is looking. Because there's a huge gap. Sec. I don't like cutting off some parts that are supposed to be on the model, but it feels like sometimes these are just more in the way. Thing like that. Kind of. Yeah, the legs are just so weird. Like, this part is way too short. Are you... Grim, are you about to be talking about the, Fallout weird gulper creatures? Just in general. Okay, to be honest, I don't like that statement. Crocodiles covered in fingers. That is not something I like to hear about at all. It sounds terrifying. Oh. Oh. Well, it sounds like a very unique model. Okay. Interesting. Okay, I think I messed up his legs just to kind of show. Yeah, I did. I did mess up his legs because it's supposed to be this guy. Why did it fit together on this one but not the other one? He looks like he has such a weird gait now. What did I do? His body's twisted so far. I feel like some of these don't... They have parts that they want us to line them up with, but then they don't really fit where they want to go. I gotta shut my door. Okay. Oh. Oh, you were talking about that model. Wow, that is... That is horrifying. That is a horrifying creature. Okay. Well, I guess I'll glue that back on. I'll have to do something about his legs. I mean, you're not really going to see it from a distance. It just bugs me because I can see it from here. It feels like such a goofy state to be running in. Yeah, that is such a goofy state. That's not even right either. The leg's supposed to be like that back. What is going on here? Okay, if it lines up with that, it should be fine there, but it's not. Did I mess up somewhere along the way? Well, enjoy the rest of your night, Grim. I wish you the best of luck with everything. Oh, you are a fool of a took. That doesn't fit perfect, but fits way better and lines up with what was supposed to be there. And then... Somehow, I think I switched these legs around. Come on, you kind of fit earlier. Now that glue you don't really want to fit. Okay. It kind of works. It's leaning forward a little bit, but I'm okay with that. And then this one, I think it's still the right piece all the way through. I think. Or D? Is D not supposed to match up with this one? Anyway, back to biomass. No, you are cut off with biomass. No more biomass for you. Okay. That can sit there, and then that will kind of match to there. Let's give that a try. What do you mean by that, table? How did you guys get done dirty? Okay, that kind of looks like it could work. Remember that really cool Rage-Induced Death Company, fellas? You have Dear Blood Angel fans? Well, I don't. Wait, did they get rid of, like, their Death Company or whatever they were called? I think I can make that work. Isn't it like the core thing of them is having that company of dealing with the Black Rage and all that? They got rid of the old kit. There isn't a Death Company kit anymore. There's a Met upgrade. Oh, that sucks. Sucks to hear that they're just removing that. Okay, I think I got that to work. In quotes, work. It's not the, not perfect. I had to switch around some legs, and it looks a little goofy on either one. But, yeah. That. Oh, I do feel bad for you guys about the Sanguinary Guard. how they don't have like proper wings anymore. They used to, I guess, from what I heard. And then now everyone's gonna buy the Custodes models and just give them their wings. Mm. Okay. Arms. Should I just do the knives to make it easier than just the freaking pistols? I think I should. How many do I got have guns? I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'll count this guy just as different. So there's 5 there. 4. I should do one with the other pistol. I just want another one where his hand is like free and open. And these that are just a circle. That one. It's a bit of a notch. That could work. Or I can go with this guy. Because I know there's only one arm that will work with that. I was watching a video today by his main like avatar uses is a Harlequin model. I think it's like From the Black Library or something like that is the name of his channel. He covers mostly the books and stuff like that, and other random bits of lore here and there. Really good channel. I recommend it if you want to learn about want to learn more about the lore, but also some other random topics here and there on 40k. Like he goes into more in-depth topics in 40k. Like, you know, what would happen if the Primarchs were like discovered the way they were, or the one that I saw. I've seen a couple. He's done one on the Dark Age of Technology, which is good. He recommends a few other videos that do go into more information. Let's see what Table said. I also can't believe they released an Iron Wars 30k Warsmith in 2025. That was resin. But they did? I thought they were all like moving the plastic and all that stuff because it's just easier. And then possibly that one can go there. I recommend the channel. If I can remember the name, maybe I'll put it in the comments in the future on his channel's name. I recommend him. Anyway. He talked about Rogal Dorn in one of his videos. It was one that I saw. Yeah, it was today. And I saw it. Oh, is that the one with the thumb sticking out? No, thumb's right there. It's just gonna be flat. I mean, Iron Warriors are bitter to begin with, so if it's just another thing that makes them more bitter, then it kind of fits in with their player motif. I say that as someone who likes Iron Warriors a little bit. Like, not... I haven't read a lot of their books. I don't know much about them, but I can understand why they felt the chaos. Anyway, he was talking about in his video, like how Dorn might have just faked his death and all that. Like, certain lore things don't make sense. And I mean, yeah, they write a bunch of books. Not all the writers are connected or can keep up or are going to have the right information here and there. It's how it is. It's not one person. It's like 20 different people writing books. But he made it sound like, oh, like, what if Dorn faked his death and is actually on this really long crusade, like how the Black Templars are. Not that Dorn's with the Black Templars, just he took some of his sons and went off on this crusade. Because there were snippets that were released for like the new Fulgrim book that was coming out. I don't know if Fulgrim's book is out yet or not, because I didn't check when he made this video. It could be months old. It could be something like that. Who knows? And supposedly there were snippets of some Black Templars, or at least one guy, that got a vision of Dorn, supposedly. And yeah, it kind of started this whole thing. So, it'd be cool, I guess in a roundabout way, would be cool if Dorn was the next Primarch to come out. I could see how that's like really boring, all that. The person also makes a good point in that all the chapters that are getting their Primarchs back are the ones that are kind of like the most stale and stuff like that. Least favorite faction in 40k and why? Ooh. I think it's either Tau or Voten are my least favorite. I would say yes for that question. Chapters do count. Voten or Tau. Reason being, I think it's just the models. There's not really a lot of models, or there's not a lot of really cool models for either one of those factions. They're not really my aesthetic. I could agree with that table. I've heard that the Salamanders do not have a lot of books, and they're not really good. Okay, found out where that's going to go. Why'd you keep running away from me? I think that's the first time I've actually gotten the arm on the gun to kind of fit properly. Unlike this one where it's a little bit weird. I think I'm actually going to call it here. I'm exhausted and I'm going to get some sleep. I was up at 4 o'clock this morning, actually 3 o'clock this morning, and I need to get some rest. Table says, whenever I think of salamanders, I just imagine salamanders choosing to abandon his losing brother in battle to help some human civilians. Does that happen quite a bit in their books? I'd have to check that out. I'd assume it's more of like it's more situational. I think people play up like them being good and helpful to people a little bit too much, and they'll keep in mind first. Ah, okay. I don't believe that is what they do. It's like close, but it's like priority takes first in this problem. But I don't know. I haven't read any of their books. But I'm going to call it here for the night. I'm going to get some rest. If you guys enjoyed the content here and all that stuff, sorry, your comments are like distracting me a little bit, but like but in a good way. If you guys enjoy the content, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. If you want to be a part of the community, I have a Discord. It's completely free to join. You can post your Warhammer stuff or any sort of hobby you're into. It's not just Warhammer stuff that I want to do here. I want to do some other hobby stuff that people are into. I want to get into like woodcrafting, metalworks again. I want to get into cosplay stuff, all that. So, but also, if you want to support the channel, I have a Ko-Fi account people can donate to. It's just to help with getting an editor and getting new equipment, all that stuff for the channel. But with that all being said, none of that really matters. Just having you here, hanging out, chatting, lurking, being just one of the many eyes that pass on by and watch me just kind of geek out about a hobby I enjoy is more than enough. Now, with that all being said, I want you to go out there and make something awesome. I know you will.